Nelson. Okay, let's talk about youth in politics now. How do you think youth can actually influence the governance of this country? Because a lot of people are like, yes, PVC. Some people have actually given up on even getting their PVCs. Even the governance of Nigeria, a lot of youth. How do you think they can actually be of great impact in the governance?
I think the only way we can make sure our youths become more actively involved is for us to up the ante from our homes, from our associations, from our churches, mosques, and wherever we have people gathered. For example, as I sit down here, almost on a daily basis, I engage my children in political education.
Impressive.
And you'll find out that, for example, I was in Ekiti and Osun for the gubernatorial election, and I must confess to you, I was thoroughly disappointed with the turnout of the youths.
So it means a lot of work has to be done.
Has to be done, yeah.
By all stakeholders?
By all stakeholders, absolutely. It's not a one-man's job. You will find a man or a woman of 90, 95 years old, even with crutches,
coming out
to vote with the pains. In fact, some of us, even as observers, we have to help them check for their name on the board where voters register is displayed.
Did you notice the activities of youths on the day of election in these two states? That
we noticed that. We noticed very well the activities of the youth. We saw youths, like in their normal character, they will sit down somewhere and they are having a good time. Don't let me say what the good time is. We all know they are in our neighborhoods. And you see old men, old women coming out as early as 7:30 a.m. But the youths were nowhere to be. In fact, in Ekiti, it was even the worst, where I openly voiced my anger and disappointment. Now, what are these youths doing? I was once a youth, and I remember vividly well, I recognized that the economic prosperity of any nation depends on their political roadmap. If you get the politics wrong, you can never get the economy right. And as young as I was then, at about 18, 19, I threw myself into Nigerian politics, not as a player, but as a keen observer who was ready to make his contribution, to make the system work. So we need a lot of engagements with our youths that, look, you have so long a time. As I'm sitting down here, I use myself as an example. I'm in my early 50s. My father died at the age of 80 plus, 83. And you can imagine, as I am, I'm praying that the Almighty should give me the grace to spend the next 30 years. So are you telling me I should just go and sit down and answer for Kimbo?
Okay.
For those 30 years, you want me to leave it in misery? Absolutely not.
Okay.